Thank you. Thank you to Standard Bank, to my family, friends, and fellow colleagues. I'm so honored to receive and accept this award, and coupled with it, I'd like to speak a little about my journey. Many of you may expect me to talk about my wins, about perseverance, discipline, my philosophy, or even talent. But the truth is, it's actually love that got me this far. My relationship with music has been a love story from the age of about 7 or 8. Music was my first love, and I wanted to spend as much time with it as I possibly could. Love was a reluctant 6-year-old being woken from precious nap time by her mother to begin a 20-minute taxi ride into town for a weekly ballet lesson at the Pretoria State Theatre. It had only been a few years into democracy, and young black kids were welcome for the first time to participate in the cultural after-school programs at the State Theatre. Love was my parents forging our home address so that I could attend my dream high school, one with an advanced integrated music program. Coming from a township, we fell outside the 15-kilometer radius that would allow a kid like myself to study at such a well-sought-after high school. Love was the music center, where instead of a young black girl being misunderstood and slipping into isolation, she experienced acceptance. Watching live performances of pop stars, converting videos into MP3s, turning those MP3s into MIDI files, importing those MIDI files into Sibelius, a rigorous process. However, it gave space for the formal integration of secular music performance within the music curriculum. Love were weekly letters sent through the post office to Oprah Winfrey and Def Jam A&R agents, informing them that there was a singing sensation hidden in a small South African township called Mamelodi. Love was my high school teachers entertaining the fact that I was declaring I would not be around for my 10-year matric anniversary because I'd be a successful singer somewhere in the world, and in order for them to reach me, it would be over Skype, if at all. Love was my father's actively searching for a university that was not a fly-by-night, as he would say, and insisting that I study jazz, even though my heart belonged to pop music at the time. He knew that jazz held not just monumental music figures, but that it also held so much of our complex history, our political triumphs, and our magic as black people. And if I was going to procure the confidence to be the star I had declared myself to be, jazz was where I would find it. Love was meeting my partner in love and in sound at university, Dumi Mkhorosi, and together making a commitment to the sanctity of music and sound, and to forever remain devoted to its fundamental truth. Love was a phone call to my aunt, Manidora, after my studies, when I complained that I wasn't sure about this music thing anymore. Her response was sharp and simple. Gabi, girl, if you want to sing, Nana, then just sing. And then she hung up. There are plenty more stories I can share, but my point here is that to see it wasn't all me. When I look back, I realize I was just like that scripture that speaks of faith the size of a mustard seed. My contribution to this life in music and sound was small, almost insignificant on its own, but it was carried by a tidal wave of love from those around me. people who refused to let me fail, who pushed me to keep going, who reminded me again and again of my passion and my devotion, who kept me from quitting. It was their love that sustained me all these years. And so today, I dedicate this award, this moment, to them, to honor their impact, their presence, and their faith in me, and in this thing we call jazz music. I'm also deeply grateful to Standard Bank for this honor and for their continued commitment to supporting artists and the ecosystems that allow our work to live, grow, and endure. Thank you and good evening.